Straight talk.
Straight talk, no chaser.
No chase.
No chase.
Tripp Simpson
What up, though?
Juiceman Dan.
Peace.
And forever love the Cooster.
My post was in regard to something that happened in Baton Rouge, Louisiana this morning.
So when you got the black people versus the police, you got a majority of America supporting the police against black people.
What did George Washington do when he thought he was being suppressed by the British government?
He fought back. So is that what you're saying? Does that mean?
Refer to George Washington.
I was shot.
Yo,
what the fuck is this?
Tito's, bitch.
Tito's, bitch. Tito's, bitch. Tito's, bitch. Tito's, bitch.
I said Tito's, bitch.
Yo.
Hola, que paso?
Good day.
How y'all doing? Good people.
Welcome to
Straight talk, no chase.
episode 2.
Number 2. This is episode number 2. We are back and better than ever.
Definitely.
I am your brother, the Juice Man.
And I am the good Lord of my own personal reality, Tripp Simpson, a.k.a. Norman Brooks. And we are here this evening to give you guys another full hour of straight talk, no chase. And the topic for today is going to be Black Lives Matter versus Black Dollars Matter. And
what's the
what
and?
is the elephant in the room?
The elephant in the room.
Well, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce the first elephant in the room.
Oh, yeah. We
This
can't
nigga
forget
is
that.
drinking Jack Honey on camera. This is the bravest motherfucker I know.
I got a cold, you know. They say honey's good for colds,
Speaking
man.
of black dollars, they do matter, bro.
They do.
Don't touch my Douce.
Hey. I really don't want your Douce. I got the honey today. I wanted something light, man. I'm not feeling too good, so, you know.
Right.
I did what I did, and I do what I do.
I bet.
I ain't got to answer to nobody
You don't, man.
but my goddamn self.
And, you know, shorty.
And we got another elephant in the room, too, man. We got our third co-host. He is here today. Can we get him on that third camera? We have the Cooster,
The man himself.
Me.
the blackest redneck I know.
And that nigga was a minute early today, too, man.
A
Shout
minute
out to that
early.
dude,
A
man.
minute early. He was.
1 minute early.
A minute eearly. And that's actually progress. That's actually progress.
Right, because he was just, what did he hear last week?
Nah. He didn't even give us an excuse last week. He didn't say he had a cold.
No,
he didn't
man,
say
see,
he was
man,
sick.
look, I know why he wasn't here.
What
I would've
happened?
did the same thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, I guess.
But nah, okay, so to start out the show, before we get into our topic, man, I would like to say one thing. Week 1, episode 1, we had a great time.
First time. It was a good show.
The feedback was tremendous. We appreciate all of it. But I would like to just say one thing.
And keep it real, please. This is straight talk.
What we do here is we have conversations that we would have in our own home, in our basement, in our backyard, at cookouts, hell, on a break at work. This is how normal people talk.
Normal people talk.
Especially when they're drunk.
Normal.
So just try to look at it like that when you're watching this show.
Yeah,
like
we're not trying to be Malcolm X. We're not trying to be Farrakhan. We're not trying to be anybody but ourselves. And we're bringing you content that is dope. That knowledge that we bring you is needed. But we do it in a way that we're reaching you where you are.
right, most definitely. So just keep in mind that, you know, I never said that I was Dr. King.
Nah, you're not.
You know,
I never said I was Malcolm X.
So, you know, what we're here to do is entertain you, but at the same time make you think, man. So, you know, if you can't, all we're trying to do is show you what you look like on TV.
That's it. Always remember, no matter how the message is portrayed, the basis of this show is one thing. Push the culture forward.
Push it forward.
Push the culture forward.
By any means necessary.
Like we said when we closed the show last week, you don't got to be super Christian. You don't gotta be super Muslim. You don't gotta be super conscious. You don't gotta be anybody or anything but your own self.
Correct.
You gotta tap into your inner source, tap into your inner being, and be that God you was born to be.
Hell yeah, because I'm going to be that God.
Without further ado, let's get into the show topic.
Okay, so look. I mean, obviously, if you are looking in any type of major news sources these days.
Major news?
Yeah, I know. You know.
What's major?
Major, I mean, you know, your mainstream shit. You got this Black Lives Matter shit going on.
Okay. Why you call it shit then?
All right, so let me get into my point. We're going to start this thing off right. I like this beat too.
This is a nice beat.
So we got Black Lives Matter. I love the hashtag, by the way.
The hashtag is beautiful.
It's a beautiful hashtag.
It is. Quote unquote.
But I think the only issue comes when you talking about the actual movement.
Mm-hmm. Meaning?
And how much progress that they actually are making.
I mean, I think we kind of differ on this. I think they have made some progress, but the progress that they made, is it proper progress? Are they just repeating the past all over again?
To be honest with you, man, I think it is agent based.
Well, you know, that's
it's
what we
agent
disagree.
based. I mean, let's look at the figureheads.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just gonna stop at the dude D-Ray. We're gonna leave it right there.
All right.
What do you think of that cat?
D-Ray, the brother from St. Louis?
D-Ray.
D-Ray, enlighten me.
Huh?
Enlighten me.
Well, I mean, you know, I ain't gonna get on that brother, man, because I'm not here to shit on nobody. But if you know who he is, then you know what the hell I'm saying. Look,
Yeah, I don't
bottom
wanna
line
shit
is
on
this: I'll get down to it since Dan is acting like pussycat over there.
No. I don't want to shit on nobody.
Black Lives Matter is funded by rich white billionaires.
Understood.
The police are funded, whether you know it or not, by you and I as taxpayers,
That's true.
but also by rich white billionaires.
True. So you're making a correlation.
So what I'm telling you is what you have a situation that's called the Hegelian dialectic, where
you're getting deep.
you got the man on the top who starts a problem, and then he creates two sides to go at it about the problem.
Right.
And the end result, it usually ends up, you know, everybody ends up fucked over and the man on the top wins.
So I kind of have a different perspective of it. This is how I feel about Black Lives Matter and the whole situation. My thing is not even looking at the top, looking at the people on the bottom, looking at the energy, looking at the people. The people, I've never seen as many young people active.
Actively doing what though?
I mean, you can call it, I mean, I won't say active in like movement, but marching, activism.
Continue on.
What they call activism.
But what are they doing though?
What I'm saying
doing?
is what they're bringing awareness.
Of
Now,
what?
no, listen.
Everybody knows niggas are getting their ass whooped and
We
killed.
got that. But what I'm saying is, it's been happening for years. But what hasn't been happening is, since the civil rights movement, and you know, I got my issues with that too. But since the civil rights movement, you haven't had young people out there with some type of voice. Black Lives Matter has gave them some type of voice, something to connect to feel like they're doing something.
Dude, Black Lives Matter totally killed the whole Ferguson vibe.
No, I
It killed the Ferguson vibe.
right.
It turned it from 20 to 30,000 black people taken to the streets who were sick of that nonsense to 5,000 people
Right.
throwing up rainbows.
No.
Which I ain't got no problem with. But at the same time, we talking about black people.
Right.
You got gay black people, you got straight black people, you got handicapped black people, you got black men, you got black. It ain't no other issue. It ain't no women's rights. It ain't no gay rights. It ain't none of that shit. It's black.
No. And
So what I'm saying is, Black Lives Matter has ulterior motives. And I also like to say this. What do they actually do? See, this is why I tell people that I know who thinking about doing that marching shit, don't do it.
I don't agree with it either.
Because you making yourself a sitting duck.
I don't agree with the marching situation, and I don't agree with what you're saying about the top. What I'm saying is, I'm looking at the bottom, and I'm telling you, these young people out there finally have something that they feel like they're connected to. Whether we agree with how it comes down from the top or not, how it trickles down, at the basis of it all, these young people are waking up and starting to become activists through what they call the hashtag Black Lives Matter.
The hashtag is straight. I like the hashtag.
The hashtag is great.
I'm talking about the actual movement, the
actual
organization.
The organization in itself, I mean, we can go back and forth.
I mean, they're going from city to city.
I somewhat agree with you on that. But what I'm saying is the young people out here today, this is the first time since I can ever remember that I actually see young people active in something.
I mean, niggas play football every day, B. What you talking about?
We do play football.
I mean, bro, listen, man. Like, honestly, man, marching down the street against the police is not gonna get you nowhere but in jail, or you might be the next victim of one of these, fake ass government scenes that they be setting up, like that shit that happened in Dallas. Come on,
but see, it's only one way around that, and we keep. You want to talk about the elephant in the room? Here's the elephant in the room with the police situation. We continue to complain about the police. We continue to talk about how police brutality is an issue. But we continue to say, F the police, fuck the police. We continue to say that. But as long as we say fuck the police, we're going to say fuck ourselves. And the reason I say that is because this. It's one reason.
Senile, man.
I am senile. It's like deja vu like a motherfucker.
I feel like I've been here before.
Listen, listen to me. Listen to me.
I'm listening, my brother.
The only way we're going to change the situation with the police is if we go into those systems and change it ourselves. Instead of saying fuck the police, after we keep watching ourselves getting smoked by the police, we actually need to go into these systems, infiltrate their systems, and become the police and police ourselves.
So look, why isn't Black Lives Matter spending money on education on how to apply for any of these jobs?
You don't have to. We can do that.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, what's the point of Black Lives Matter then?
The point of Black Lives Matter is to give something to these people to make them feel like they're active in something.
So,
and I know that sounds like a whole bunch of nothing.
So it sounds like another symbolic victory.
I won't call it a symbolic victory because it's not really a victory.
See, that's the problem.
It's not even a victory yet.
And first, I got to say shout out to Tariq Nasheed because he brought the symbolic victories up first. He coined that phrase.
He did coin that phrase.
But these symbolic victories have to go. Like, bro, we need some tangible shit at this point.
We're getting tangible. Me and you are. So what we do is people that have tangible things, people that have businesses and people that have things going, those are the people that need to push this movement. But I understand how Black Lives Matter is not addressing that. My thing is strictly for the people, strictly for the youth, strictly what I see in these young people out here that finally feel like they're part of something. Yeah, that's it and that's all.
I mean, like, I wouldn't tell... I don't advise nobody to go out here and march and none of these demonstrate.
March and step.
Because you look, number one, all you doing is you being a pawn. Because one day it's gonna be one of them agents in the crowd and they gonna throw the wrong type of rock at the police.
You look like an agent right now.
And they gonna start firing on you.
You look like an agent.
I look like an agent. How?
Yeah, because you look like you mixed.
Oh man,
you look like half like you like you half European.
Hold up though.
You're like a pilgrim.
Yo, the D-Ray seen you here with that Jack Daniels?
I told you.
Yo, time out, man. Time out. This dude is drinking Jack Daniels honey. A grown-ass man on live television.
Uh-huh.
But continue, man. I didn't mean to cut you off, man.
Damn, I done spilled my Jack.
Yeah, you need to spill all that shit. We got the Black Lives Matter shit, I ain't really no fan of it. Let's talk about the black dollars though.
Hey, Drunk John's here. Nope, not Drunk John.
I just had one.
He's sober,
yeah,
John.
One question though.
It's John Molly.
Y'all talking about Black Lives Matter and all that. I mean, and maybe I don't know about the civil rights movement,
yeah,
but
you can.
Is it is Black Lives Matter an actual organization or like an actual thing where everyone is united? Or is it just a random the Bloods or like different gangs where it's just spread out all over the place? You call in the color, but you're not really part of the movement like that.
Black Lives Matter is definitely an organization and they got millions upon millions of fucking dollars, man.
Okay.
They got dumb money.
Yeah, they got stupid money.
They're getting money, but they're like, They got offices and leaders and like people that's really communicating with each other in actual mobilization. Do they really have that, or is it just a bunch of young black men and women out there just trying to shake things up by sitting in the middle of traffic every once in a while?
Black Lives Matter is Black Lives Matter is Black Lives Matter is the new age NAACP/SCLC/ all that old school BS.
So let me ask you a question.
That is not going to get us anywhere.
So let me ask you a question. What is the? This is why. This is my point right now. The reason why I can't totally, even though I don't 100% agree with what they're doing, the reason why I can't really get on that whole organization is, what is the alternative? So we sit up here and talk shit about. Hold time out, man. We sit up here and talk shit about Black Lives Matter. What is the alternative? We ain't got nothing popping like Black Lives Matter. And I understand why they got it popping. I understand the homosexual agenda. I understand the women's lives agenda. I get all that. But what is the alternative to Black Lives Matter?
See, I don't even like your response to that because that's BS.
It's like, not BS.
So what's the alternative?
What is the alternative?
Bro,
you can't talk about them.
This is another fabricated organization based on our struggle that other people are making money off of who don't really give a fuck about the shit.
Right.
And you talking about what's the alternative?
What are we gonna do?
Man, okay. What are we gonna do? What are we doing right now?
Peace, fam.
I mean, I see what we doing right now. It's always peace. What's up, brother JP?
I got something for
Hold on, wait. This is brother JP.
Brother JP.
How you doing? Ah, shit.
Black Power.
Black power like a motherfucker.
Black Power.
Black power.
Shit.
So, family, look. Okay. I love what's going on. So I got a little bit of information as far as the Black Lives Matter, right?
Break it down. Break it down.
George Soros.
Oh,
yes,
shit.
sir. That's the billionaire.
Okay. So this man is an investor. He's a political activist. He's behind the Black Lives Matter movement.
Correct.
A cracker from Hungary. Okay. And this nigga's net worth is $24.9 billion.
Gee,
you know what I'm saying? They getting funded, like you said, millions of dollars, right? Mm-hmm. So then we ask, how we get out of this, right? Now check this out. You see what the crackers doing, right? Remember, we got to study them just like they study us.
No doubt.
We got to study these motherfuckers, right?
No doubt.
So basically what they doing is digging in our pockets, using us to build what they need to build. Because if you look at the black community now, Black Lives Matter not doing nothing for the school system. They're not doing nothing for the community.
They just dragging niggas out in the street.
That's it. And niggas getting locked up for that shit.
Pawns.
It's a system.
Like pawns.
And exactly. So like I said, the top, I get it. But the bottom, I understand the passion behind it. I'm only supporting it for the passion behind the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So at the top, I get exactly what you're saying, brother. Mm-hmm. I understand 100% what you're saying. My thing is this. We could talk about George Soros all day. We could talk about these billionaires and these developers all fucking day. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, we got to get out there and we got to show another route. If Black Lives Matter is not the route we want to go, if the Nation of Islam is not the route we want to go, if the Hebrew Israelites is not the way we want to go, if the black Christians and the Moors is not the way we want to go, what is the route?
All right, we think simple. Remember, we gotta study these crackers, right? You know what they do? They set up trust funds and life insurance for their peoples, right? For their sons and daughters, right? We gotta start thinking within our family.
Can I build off? I'm gonna build off what you just said.
For the record, my daughters have trust funds, college funds.
You know what I'm saying? All of us need to be on that.
Accounts. Right. And I'm teaching my daughters money and business skills because I'm about business.
Exactly.
And I wish I had the knowledge that I have now when I was their age.